Hi, and thanks for joining me for another KISS career tip, where KISS stands for Keep It Short, Simple, and Specific. In this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between soft and hard skills, and how that difference is critically important to your resume, your job interview process, and in your job and career development. So make sure you watch until the very end. When I think about the difference between soft and hard skills, I think about cats and dogs. Stay with me here. Have you ever tried to pick up a cat? They almost seem like they stretch, and then when you hold them, they're soft and they kind of take the shape of your arms, almost like they have no bones. Meanwhile, dogs are much more solid. You can't really shape a dog into the same shapes as you can shape a cat when you pick it up. No? Okay, let's keep going. Let's start with soft skills and what they are. Soft skills are also called people or interpersonal skills because they allow you to work effectively with other people, such as your manager or supervisor, your customers, your suppliers, and of course your work colleagues and teammates. Soft skills are called soft because they're difficult to quantify or to measure. You can't really take a course on effectively using soft skills or people skills or interpersonal skills. Well, you could to learn the basics or the fundamentals, but it won't make you an expert. The only way to develop your interpersonal skills is through experience. So knowing what to focus on and then practicing that and then watching what the effects are and making small changes over time to improve. It can take years to develop effective people skills. However, soft skills are transferable. This means that they are important in any type of job that you do, because almost all jobs involve dealing with people. I made a video about transferable skills in the past, and if you haven't seen it yet, I'll post the link to it right here. Let me give you some examples of some currently most in-demand soft or interpersonal skills. And here they are in no particular order. We have communication skills. Examples include listening skills, following instructions, writing, presenting, negotiating, public speaking or giving presentations, giving instructions, nonverbal communication or using your body language, such as gestures and facial expressions, and giving and receiving feedback. Next, we have critical thinking skills, and examples of those include interpreting data and information, creative thinking, problem solving, researching, and troubleshooting. Next, we have teamwork, and examples of that include collaborating and working with others, for example, on different projects, managing conflict, developing relationships, dealing with people from different cultures, leadership, and networking. And then finally, we have organizational skills, and examples of those include time management, scheduling, planning, setting goals, analytical thinking, decision-making, paying attention to detail, and meeting deadlines. Now, let's look at hard skills. These are also called technical skills, and they are directly related to what you will be doing as part of your job. In fact, they are the expertise that you need to do your job effectively. And they are quantifiable, which means they can be measured quite easily, for example, by taking a test. And you can learn them at school, or by taking training as part of your work. And because they can be measured, employers frequently give applicants tests to measure or determine their level of skill in a particular technical skill. And the results of these tests are used to compare different candidates for the job, of course, to select the candidate with the best skills. And here are some examples of some of the most in-demand technical skills. So we have blockchain, user interface design, business analysis, affiliate marketing, video production, cloud computing, AI or artificial intelligence, and sales process management. Other examples of hard skills or technical skills include accounting, bookkeeping, database management, editing, project management, coding, and using specific types of software, such as CAD or computer-aided design, Microsoft Project, or the Microsoft Office suite of tools. As I mentioned previously, hard skills are used by employers during the interview process to compare the skill level of the applicants. This is why it's extremely important to include the relevant technical skills that you have on your resume, preferably somewhere near the top section of your resume. Could be under your profile statement or your summary of qualifications. You might want to include a technical skills section or heading in your resume. And again, if you're wondering what technical skills are relevant, read the job advertisement. Go visit the company website and read about what the company uses in terms of skills. And then include these skills in your resume. Now, when you're talking about your technical skills, as well as your soft skills, you always want to give an example that is in context, which means say what skill you have, and then give a very brief example of how you used it. So for example, if you are using Microsoft Word and you're very skilled at it, you might say something like, I have used Microsoft Word and its different features to create an annual report for the company that was then distributed to shareholders. And that's an example of how to communicate a skill during a job interview. Now, like I said, include your technical skills in a specific section on your resume. With your soft skills, however, you can include them in your accomplishment statements. And again, I created videos about accomplishment statements in the past, and I'll post the links to them at the end of this video. So to summarize, think about hard skills or technical skills as helping you to get the job. Meanwhile, think about your soft skills or interpersonal skills as helping you to grow and develop your job or career success. In fact, many sources say that soft skills are responsible for up to 75% of your career results. So you want to develop both hard and soft skills, but make sure you know when to focus on each one. I hope this tip was useful for you, and as always, if you have any comments or questions, make sure to include them in the comments section below this video.